Welcome back to our dye sublimation series, where I give you helpful hints, tips, and tutorials on how to get the best results possible when using your dye sublimation printer. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to compile your images or artwork onto one singular page so that you can then cut them out and distribute them wherever you'd like on your sublimation design. This will help you save resources, money, and time in the long run. So let's go. So the platform I'm using today is Canva, and Canva I have found to be extremely versatile and really beneficial for especially the process that we're using today. I have sourced all of the designs and images that I'm using in this exact project through Canva. And although I did need a Canva Pro subscription to access these pieces of artwork specifically, I've found that even the free version allows you access to heaps of tools, artwork, designs, and just so many different things that are really beneficial for sublimation printing and printing in general. So we'll get straight to business. Go to your preferred Internet Explorer. Head up to your search bar and search for Canva. Click on the first one here. All right. So if you don't have an account, they have a simple sign up process that once that's all completed, you'll have a home screen that looks like this, minus all these projects down here. So if we're looking to create a new design, we'll head over to Create. And the paper that's loaded into our sublimation printer for this project is A4 sized. So I'm going to select the search and hit A4. And then I'm going to click on this one here. Now, this will give us a blank document that will allow us to import, edit, and compile all the images that we wish to use for our design. Now, I already have one set up that we are going to add to, which is this one just here. So I'll click on that one. And as you can see, I have a few images here with a bit of a blank space in the middle here. And so what I'm going to do is find something that can sit in here and really make use of the paper so that we're not wasting it and just filling in all the space that we can, because the more designs there are, the better. So I will head up to describe your ideal element after selecting elements on the left-hand side in our toolbar. And now I'm just going to write a keyword, which I'll just search tailor. And I can see a few little designs here, but maybe I just wasn't specific enough. So maybe I will go tailor buttons. Ah, beautiful. There's some cool designs here. Now I really like this first one here. Gorgeous. And as you can see, it's far too big for our current placement. So I'll size that down. Beautiful. Oh, I can see a bit of overlap there, so I'm just going to make that a bit smaller. Now, as we're going to be cutting out all of these individual images to place onto our garment or project, it's important to make sure that we have ample space in between them all of just a couple of millimeters, but the main thing is just to make sure that we don't have anything overlapping. So if I click off the document like so, you'll notice that there's nothing overlapping. And to make sure that it fits a similar color profile to every other image on our document, I will head over to Edit, go to Filters, and then select our heatwave filter. Now that'll bring it into the color palette that is very similar to everything on our document already. And with that done, I'm just gonna check to make sure that we don't have anything within the bleed of our document, which is the 3mm border that sits around the entirety of it. And the cool thing about Canva is that if you do have something that is in the bleed region, you'll notice when you drag your image, it'll start to go red and a little pop-up will come up here saying danger zone. So as soon as I move that away, you'll notice that that red border disappears, which tells me that we're good to go and good to export. Now, if you're looking to use your own personalized designs or photos that you've taken, rather than going to Elements, on our left-hand side, you'll also notice there's a tab that says Uploads. So, once we click on that, you'll be able to hit this button here that says Upload Files, and a pretty standard File Explorer window will open. And once you've located your image, all you have to do is either double click on it or click on it and press Open, and then your image will drop down, let me open that one again, into the tab below here. Now, unfortunately, I won't be using any of my own designs that I've illustrated or designed myself, but I will be taking full advantage of the designs found within Canva that are absolutely phenomenal for a project like this. Now, to export, what we'll do is we'll go up to Share, head to Download. Now for file type, I always choose PDF print because what this does is it locks down all the aspects of our document, including the illustrations and designs, in place, which is really important because once we move this over to our desktop after being exported, we'll want to make sure that none of our designs move and everything kind of stays in place. So I'll hit download. Beautiful. So now that that's downloaded, I'm just going to hit the minimize tab there. Head over to File Explorer, Downloads, and Sublimation Designs. It's right there. So open that up with your preferred PDF or document viewer. And as you can see, none of our designs or artwork have really moved during the process of exporting. And so with it looking ready to go, I'm going to head over to File, Print, ensure that our Brother SP1 printer is selected, which if you're using any other printer, it's just important to make sure that that printer is selected. Head over to Properties. Ensure that our paper size matches not only our document that we're printing, but the paper that's loaded into our sublimation printer. So A4 gives us a tick. Ensure we're printing in color. And then we're going to head over to Advanced. And in Advanced, we'd like to make sure that Mirror Print has been ticked, as with all of our sublimation printing processes. It's a very important thing to make sure that everything is orientated correctly once we've finished the actual pressing process. So with all that done, I'll hit OK. And everything here looks okay, so I'm going to hit OK again and let our document begin printing. Now with that complete, all that's left to do is collect our printing from the printer and apply it to our garment or project however we wish. So if you do want them kind of scattered about your design, cutting them out using scissors, a rotary blade, or a utility knife is perfectly fine. Just make sure you stick down every piece with heat-resistant tape, and then all that's left to do is run it through the press. If you enjoyed this tutorial, check us out on our socials for more. But until next time, see ya!